FMC Fridays is back, and I'm actually going to participate now that it's back. So this is technically week 7, but it's my first time doing it. And this one I got a 23. And just look at the scramble. On red front, there are 8 bad edges, and 4 of them are on this side. So my first instinct was to do R, and then do the rest of the EO. But I didn't really like that, so what I did instead is I did F2R, and that also gave 4 bad edges, and it can just be solved in with B, D prime, L prime. So that's a 5-move EO. And it also leaves DR minus 4 edges, 4 corners. See corner here, corner here, corner here, corner here, and edge, 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 and edge. And so what this means is we can just set it up to a move. And so how we can do this, F2 will pair up this corner and this edge, and then R2 will make this long line here, and then B2 makes this other line here. So now we have these 2 lines in 8 moves. And this normally is really good, but the problem here is that the eslice isn't lined up so that we can just line up the lines and do that, because then as you can see the DR isn't solved. But what we can do is we can do a U prime, and then we have this bar is opposite of this bar, and then if we do an L2, what happens is these 2 misoriented corners are going to swap with each other, which is fine because they're both misoriented and so it's not going to affect anything. And then these 2 edges are going to swap, meaning that these are actually in a line now. So after that L2, you can do U2B, and it gives this DR, which has 3 move corners, and that's really nice. So I wanted to go with this one. And so what I did from here is I did L2, D prime, L2, D prime, U2 to solve corners. So we have corners solved in 17. We also have a D prime, U2 at the end, which hopefully we'll be able to slice out later. And then after what I did is I harnessed to the second point, or to after the second move of the DR, which is D prime, so you do L2 D prime, and we're right here. And what happens here is you can insert a 5E alg. The 5E alg is F2 L2 U prime L2 F2 L2 U prime L2, and then that leaves 2E 2E. But what this does, it also canceled. It was an 8-move 5E alg, and it canceled 3. And what it also did is it changed the D prime U2 to a U D prime, which is an even better thing to hopefully slice out at the end. And then this 2E 2E, so it's 22 to 2E 2E, but 2 of the edges are in the E slice and 2 of them are not in the E slice, meaning that there's the possibility to cancel a lot. And so I harnessed to the 3rd move in the DR now, after L2 D prime F2, and it leaves this. And what you can do right here is you can actually, instead of swapping these 2 and these 2, which you can do something like that sort of out, what I did is I actually ended up swapping these 2 edges and these 2 edges, and that's just a 6 mover. But what a lot of you might be thinking right now is that the 6 mover is just B2, U2, B2, U2, B2, U2. However, that only would cancel 1. So what I did instead is I did a different 6 mover. I did F2, D2, B2, D2, F2, U2. And then that actually canceled 3. So now we have the E slice in 25, and we also have a U D prime at the end of the solution, which means that we have the possibility of getting even like a 23 here. So how I solve the E-slice is in this case, what I did is I just scrambled, I did the scramble and then did my moves that would get me to DR. And then we have the DR left. And then what I can do is all the moves that are on the U face or the D face, I basically made wide. So after I did the B, I did L2 and D, and then B2, and then D2, F2, U2, L2, and then this move, and then after here I can see that there's a 4-move finish from here, when originally we would have done the finish in 6 moves. So we have U prime, L2, F2, L2, and we're done. So that's a 23. Yes, I did just solve the E-slice in -2 moves, but that was also because we had a U D prime at the end of the solution, which we could just take out, so that was nice. Hope you learned something here, and see you next week.